Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio. The husband of Vice Presidential candidate Kamala Harris will be in Greenville today. Doug Emhoff is visiting Pitt County after a stop in Wilmington. He'll be meeting with local Democrats just 2 weeks before Election Day. 9 on Your Side, Shayla Reeves will talk to Emhoff about the state of the presidential race and his perspective on politics. Tune in to WNCT News tonight and stay tuned for updates from your local election headquarters. East Carolina University is making salary cuts and furloughing members of its athletic department as the school deals with the economic impact of the coronavirus. ECU officials say the athletic department is down because of the pandemic, but it's also dealing with new expenses to prevent the spread of the virus. Temporary salary reductions and furloughs take effect on November 1st. The measures could last through June 30th of 2021. We have the full letter from the director on our website. The Trump administration is filing an antitrust lawsuit against Google's parent company, Alphabet. The antitrust lawsuit accuses Google of breaking the law in its treatment of rivals in web searches and advertising businesses. Google has yet to respond to the lawsuit. The government also has antitrust investigations into the practices of Apple, Amazon, and Facebook. U.S. pharmacy chain CVS plans to hire 15,000 workers over the next few months, including thousands of work-from-home jobs, as the flu season arrives and we wait on an anticipated COVID-19 vaccine. More than 10,000 positions will be at CVS's pharmacy locations, including jobs involving distribution of coronavirus tests and potential vaccines. Executives say many of the positions are temporary with the possibility of becoming permanent. When we come back, mayors across the country discuss the impact of ending the census early. But first, a weather update from your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko, reporting from the First Alert Weather Center per usual. It has been a decent day of weather so far after our battle with fog this morning that was thick and dense and very widespread, but since then it has lifted off into the atmosphere, giving way to partly cloudy skies this afternoon and also some isolated showers and maybe a rumble of thunder. That thunder will be possible as some showers and storms roll on shore in association with a stationary front today. That stationary front will begin to become inactive, though, as we move into the evening and overnight, so we will be dealing with mostly cloudy skies overnight, temperatures in the 50s and 60s, and also we'll see that fog redevelop just in time for the morning commute on Wednesday. You'll want to use extra caution as you head into school and work Wednesday morning. Past the fog, though, we will see a few more stray showers and storms before we gradually increase the sunshine in the forecast by day's end. Your Wednesday forecast going to be a transitional day of weather across the east, so do be sure to track all the changes and stay up to date with the latest forecast by downloading that free First Alert weather app. Your 7-day inland forecast, again, calling for a slight chance of showers and storms today and tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, though. A big ridge of high pressure will work into eastern North Carolina, and that's going to mean some partly sunny skies for both inland and coastal communities and near seasonable temperatures or just slightly above in the upper 70s and low 80s. By the weekend, we will re-enter a chance for isolated showers and storms Saturday and Sunday. I think most of us will remain dry, though, through that upcoming very important weekend forecast. Make it a terrific rest of your Tuesday, everybody. I'm your First Alert meteorologist, Alex Wasilenko.
The U.S. Supreme Court halted a lower court order last week requiring the Census Bureau to continue counting people through the end of the month. The Bureau reports 99.9% of the nation's households had been tallied, but a group of elected officials is concerned about the accuracy of that estimate, especially during a pandemic, election year, and a Supreme Court vacancy. Our D.C. Bureau has more.
There is still an attempt to interfere with an accurate count.
I know we're all sharing the same shock, anger, and disappointment.
After losing their legal fight to keep the Census Bureau counting, mayors like Atlanta's Keisha Lance Bottoms and San Antonio's Ron Nirenberg said their future political power and government funding are uncertain.
An undercount will unfairly reduce funding for our schools, healthcare services, and workforce development programs that are so vital right now post-COVID.
The Census Bureau said it has counted 99.9% of the nation's households, but census consultant Terry Ann Lowenthal said that number isn't good enough.
Now, mayors, you all know that that is government speak. It means we did what we have to do to check off all of the addresses on our master list.
Right now, about a third of the gathered information comes from door knocking, which Lowenthal said is far less accurate than self-reporting.
This fight for a complete count is not over.
Groups like the National Urban League have joined these local leaders in calling on Congress to pass a bill extending certain deadlines.
It's impossible for them to accurately process the data before the end of the year.
This bipartisan group said lawmakers at the federal level should represent the same united front when it comes to the census.
Having a full and accurate count is not partisan.
In Washington, I'm Jesse Tenor.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Secretary Steven Mnuchin will host a joint news conference this afternoon about their COVID relief negotiations. Pelosi gave the White House and Republicans until today to reach a deal before Election Day. The actual likelihood of a bill being passed and checks signed by President Trump before the election appear to be dim. President Trump and Democrats are discussing a package in the trillions of dollars, but Senate Republicans are proposing a $500 billion measure. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says without a deal, he'll focus on confirming Judge Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. Thank you for tuning in to our early afternoon update. I'm Victoria Holmes here in the digital studio.